Capricorn, and welcome to your March 2018 general tarot reading. I do my relationship readings separately, and they'll be out really soon. I'm not sure when. So I'm just having a look at your reading. A couple of similar cards to Cancer, which is interesting. Like, there's a feeling, Capricorn, there's something that needs to be worked through here. Okay, I'm not getting it as bad because I don't know what a silly word, but it's two minor arcanas. But the past is still living in the present for you. And when the past lives in the present, it's because we have not digested fully emotional experiences from the past, so we carry on and we filter it through our current reality. Because, first of all, the energies that you're bringing in with you is the Hierophant and the Three of Swords, okay? So the Hierophant, tons and tons of meanings. It tends to represent external authorities. I don't tend to read it that way, as most of my viewers know. It's to your own self be true, awakening our own higher centres, which is simply our adrenal glands and our nervous system. So we become our own spiritual teachers. Now the Hierophant's got a deeper meaning beyond that, which is the energy, a very, very earthy energy of our ancestors. It's an energy of being supported, being quite looked after. When we lose disconnection with the Hierophant and the energy of our ancestors, we can quite often lose connection with our own heart and our own essence, okay? So cards change meaning all the time. And the Hierophant the last couple of months, for some strange reason, keeps coming across as very earthy, very ancestor energy. And it's coming up the Three of Swords, which is quite an interesting card. This is how a past experience has pierced your heart. And it's three swords that keep going over and over the past. And that's why it still lives in the present moment. For some of you, it might have a whole different meaning, and there might be a triangular relationship. There might be a relationship issue which is still living in the present that you can't seem to resolve, and the residue just lives on. I don't know, Capricorn, it's a general reading. I can't quite... But for some of you, this is this really typical energy of losing disconnection with our ancestors, because when we do, we lose contact with our own inner essence. Now, what you most want is the Rebirth card. So the Judgment card is my thank you card. It's the energy of receiving blessings. It's the ending of one karmic cycle, because there's three people here and they're rising from their coffins and they're saying thank you for all the energy they're receiving. So this is what you most want. So because you most want it, I'm assuming you want to move through this energy so you can feel, so you can bask in the sun, in this beautiful, divine, blessed energy. Very interesting here, Capricorn. Now, what's going for you and what's protecting you is the Strength card. This is Leo. It's the heart. It's connecting your mind with your heart. It's about soul unification. The soul unification simply means that you're no longer at odds with your own self. There's some peace been made, which means you're moving in the same direction. Now, give me time to explain that. You know, Capricorn, there's certain times in our life when a part of us is going one way, the other part wants to go another way, and we don't quite know what we're doing. We're out of alignment, okay? The Strength card is about coming back to that beautiful soul unification, where you're moving in harmony with your own self, which means you've got energy, which means you've got vitality, because your energy is not going down the drain and it's not going to all these lost causes. It's like you're moving forward in a very you're moving forward in a way that's very, very unified and powerful. Love it. Now your challenge is the Queen of Pentacles. There might be an issue around work and money here. Okay, the Five of Cups is turned up in your work house. So the Queen of Pentacles very much is about financial abundance. It's that sense of having enough. I'm not talking about having millions. I'm talking about having enough and having what you need. So this could be there could be a sense of finances being an issue for you this month. Maybe you're not feeling totally stable and totally secure. Again, the Queen of Pentacles has got a much deeper meaning than that. She's about your value system. She's about being nurtured. She's about living close to the earth and living close to your true essence, what you value. Don't forget this peacock gets its tail because it's eaten its thorns, which means it's processed a lot of past difficulties to get where it is. But there might just be a little bit of money issue or work, because the Five of Cups has turned up in your work and money house. I'm going to pull you another card because that can represent a bit of disappointment. They call it the crying over spilt milk card. I don't tend to like that terminology because we need to feel our losses. When we don't feel our experiences, that's when we get into a huge amount of trouble in life, okay? So there might be some issues that need to be felt. Maybe a few things haven't worked out according to plan. I'm trying to pull you another card here. But the Five of Cups tends to represent some cups have spilled and there's 2 cups behind you. So maybe there's some opportunities that have got lost here. But there's 2 cups, which means there's new beginnings that want to start. Because I just pulled you another card and the Ace of Discs has appeared. This would be a new business, new opportunities. It's a seed, okay? But maybe, Capricorn, you need to feel these 3 cups that have got lost first. There's nothing worse than building on a future when you haven't experienced what you need to experience emotionally, okay? What I do is I set a timer, and I don't laugh, but I allow myself to experience the cups that have fallen, and it never fails me, because this Ace of Discs is something new wants to happen, a new job, birthing a new business. Maybe there's some ups and downs in that process, Capricorn, but ups and downs does not mean no, it just means ups and downs. The 5s are about change, but that part of change that's quite challenging and quite difficult, okay? Now in your relationship house, you've got the 10 of Cups. This is about a happy conclusion to a cycle. It's the last of the Cup card. This is a very, very spiritual card, and it's about sharing who you are with other people. Yeah, she gives, or he gives of himself freely. There's also animals here, which means we're resonating at a vibration where people are just drawn to us because we haven't erected all these defences around us. We're very open, so even animals and children are all drawn to our heart energy. It just tends to mean that we're resonating at the same vibration as everything and everyone. Spiritual heart, Capricorn, okay? At a soul level, you've got the Lover's card. So there's something deep regarding your relationships going on here. There's no way around it. This, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Swords. There's something going on here. And the Judgment card. Some of you have already met a soulmate. Some of you might be meeting a soulmate. Some of you might have some really important choices to make regarding love. You might have got to that fork in the road. But I've turned around and the Ace of Wands is just there. Pure Kundalini energy. Pure passion. That, look, right up the spinal column. This is about sexual attraction, magnetism. And then look at your conclusion. Queen of Wands. Exactly the same energy. What's going on for you spiritually is what the outcome of the card is. Sorry, my horrible plaster. I cultivate herbs, Capricorn, and I sliced my finger off. This is about passion. This is about pure life force rising up from your spine, right into your crown chakra, and you're just raising, you're absolutely vibrating at such a high level, Capricorn. And you know I love you, and you know how happy I am that you've got a reading like this. Two aces, new beginnings, vitality and passion. My only one issue is I'm not quite sure what this three is about, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is a challenge, might mean that you're a little bit disconnected from your body, from your grounding, from your earth, okay? So pay attention, out in nature, walking the dog, natural food, plant-based food. That's what opens up our Kundalini energy. Or there's a little bit of issues around how you make a living. You might be not fulfilled there, Capricorn, and you want to start something new. I think you've got a really exciting March. And I'll be back later. Loads of love, guys. Bye.